Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler, and welcome to Meeting Expectations. If this is your first time here, what we do is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer. We read everything on the label that the brewer is trying to sell us. We crack it open and see if it meets expectations. Now, unlike some beer tasting or some other beverage tasting folk, what we do here is a little bit different. We always make sure we have the same glassware for all of the beers we taste. That way nobody has the legs up as far as being able to see clarity or aromatics. And speaking of aromatics, most tastings go see, sniff, sip, and speak. What I do is see, then sip, then sniff, and speak. Why? Sometimes the nose can deceive the taste receptors. I'll let Master Sommelier Fred Dex explain it all to you right there. And finally, all beers should be served at the correct temperature. Now, ales are fermented at a much higher temperature, so they can be served at a much higher temperature, more room temperature actually, 50 degrees Fahrenheit to 55. When it comes to lagers, they're fermented at a much lower temperature, and so they should be served at a much lower temperature, say between the high 30s and say 45 degrees Fahrenheit. I always take the temperature of all of the beers I taste, and that way we know whether we have to make adjustments one way or the other. Sometimes if a beer is a little warm, it gives off more esters. Sometimes if it's a little cold, you don't get quite the flavors that you're looking for. All right, let's get started. If you've been here before, you know exactly what to look forward to. And for those of you who are new here, if you enjoy this, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. And I'd really appreciate your comment. All right, let's get started. What do we have here? Okay, we've got a kind of a mystic looking label there, you might say. Let's make sure if you can get a good look at it. This is called Aria, A-R-I-A 1, Aria 1. It is a sour double IPA with coconut, lemon, and lime. A double IPA, a sour double IPA with coconut, lemon, and lime. Produced by Obercreek Hudson Valley Brewery. The government warning that if I'm pregnant or working heavy machinery, I shouldn't drink this. 8% alcohol by volume. Contains lactose. 7 East Main Street, Beacon, New York. Hudson Valley Brewery, all one word.com. And that is about all it tells me. All right, well, a sour beer, that's got some Brett in it, which is a microbe that sours things. Louis Pasteur did some testing on it and figured it out. So it's going to have some pucker to it, but a double IPA, that means that they've apparently hopped this thing up fairly well. So I'm looking for a very a hop flavor which is very sharp, tangy. It can sometimes be citric, like say lemon or grapefruit in some instances. So I'm looking for a very sharp flavor there. Some people say bitter, but it can be. It's much more of a sharp type of a thing to balance the soft of the malt. Okay, now here we go. With coconut, lemon, and lime. Now, I'm not quite too sure what to make of that. Coconut, lemon, and lime. So we have a sour beer with a lot of hop in it, with coconut, lemon, and lime. The first thing I'm going to wonder about is it going to be a cloudy beer or a clear beer? And it doesn't say anything about that. So I'm hoping for a clear beer. For what type of aromatic or for what type of flavor we're going to get? Well, definitely coconut, lemon, and lime. So the lemon and lime, as I said, that can pretty much be your hop right there. Your hops can give you that unless they're going to add lemon and lime. Coconut, I don't know if a hop on the face of the earth tastes like coconut. All right, so we've got a sour, a hoppy, kind of a Caribbean style of product here. So let's crack it open and see if it meets expectations. All right. Well, it's cloudy. And it certainly gives you a nice head. The carbonation is beautiful. I don't know if you can see that, but it is more of a straw colored than copper. And let's see, this is an IPA, so 50 to 55 degrees temperature Fahrenheit. We are clocking in at 51 degrees Fahrenheit, so we are right on as far as temperature goes. Cheers, first swig. Well, I've got the coconut for sure. Lemon and the lime, yes. And there's a sour undercurrent to it. The sour does not come out big. No. It waits until the other fellas have shown up and shown their stuff. Look how great we are. We're pineapple and coconut. We're coconut and coconut, lemon, and lime. Yep, that's who we are. And then along comes the bitter. Let's see if the nose tells us anything new. This one is, I'm getting the lime for sure. There's a lot of lime in the aroma. Let's put the two of them together. For some beers, and this is definitely a summer beer. There's no doubt about that. This is a summer beer, but this isn't so much one on the beach. This isn't a beach beer. This is a beach bar beer. That's how I would say. You know, this isn't something that you'd carry around to the beach in a cooler. No, this is something you'd be sitting in a bar hanging out. That's some coconut shrimp might go well with this. All right, so does Aria I Sour Double IPA with coconut, lemon, and lime from the folks at Hudson Valley Brewery meet expectations? It certainly does. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.